Hello everyone, my name is Sky Calrose and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be attempting the Style Swap Challenge. If you don't know what that is, it's basically when you just take characters from two different, say, episode series, like what I did, and switch their style, their character design style. And to do that, I'm going to be using Jazz's Arty Game app. I have picked a large variety of styles, just ranging from anime to Powerpuff Girl to, just a bunch of random little art styles from fairly easy to fairly complicated. Put them in there and then I'm going to let it randomly generate two choices for me to choose and switch them. So let's see what we get. Okay, so we are going to be switching Kim Possible and Tangled Adventures. Well, this could be fun. So I decided to start with doing Rapunzel and Flynn in the Kim Possible style, because it seemed like it would be the easiest of the two. I was a little surprised when I started to realize just how similar Kim Possible and Rapunzel as characters are. You can actually find fairly easy pose references from both sides that match the other. I was very surprised because you don't really think Kim Possible, Disney princess actually having similarities, but as it turns out, they do, and it's kind of funny to think about. Now, drawing Flynn as Ron was kind of my favorite part of this. Somehow he turned out so hilarious looking, but he also looks good at the same time. I don't know how that makes sense. Don't ask me, but it does. Because it works, and it's weird because it works. Now, as with most style challenges, the part I struggle with the most is not adding more details, more shading, more, I don't know why. I just like to add things to try, and it's probably trying to make things perfect, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's something I need to learn with these. She's mocking me. But, yeah. Here's a little pro tip for you when you're drawing these that I learned with Rapunzel's feet. I struggled with those stupid feet, especially, well, that one foot. But if you don't want to draw it, cover it. I have never loved Rapunzel's hair more than I did in this moment when that foot was getting on my nerves. So I just covered it. It's not cheating. Work smarter, not harder. The coloring, as usual, was definitely the easiest part here because it's just very basic shading and sometimes no shading. I quickly realized that there's really only shading on their skin and the hair. And sort of the hair. Sometimes there's not even shading on the hair. So, yeah. And I didn't realize this until later, but me dreading the next style, it's actually a lot like this one. Very minimum to zero shading. The two styles are so similar, it's weird. completed Flynn Rider and Rapunzel in the style of Kim Possible. Now, on to Kim Possible in the Tangled Adventure style. This was fun. I decided to start with Ron because he had the easiest pose I was going for, and I just used the same Flynn reference I was using for the drawing and the coloring over in the other style. I changed up his pose a little, changed his hands, changed his expression to make him more scared because it's Ron, and everybody knows Ron spends most of his time scared. So, yeah. And I heavily relied on Rapunzel's pose for this because it was a challenge because you can't see her legs. You're just having to imagine, and I think it turned out well. It actually worked out, I think. One thing I have been considering doing, I've seen some people, when they're doing these videos, they skip over the sketching process because they say no one cares about it, that no one cares about the whole sketch process, and I'm just curious. I love the sketch process because I like to see where things are coming from, so if y'all don't really care for that process and would prefer it to be chopped out, let me know. Or if you actually like seeing the whole building block thing, yeah, just let me know. I know I'm awkward, you don't have to rub it in. When I first started doing this video, I was regretting my decision to do a style swap so badly. About a quarter of the way through drawing Kim, or drawing Rapunzel as Kim, I was like, what is wrong with me? I was seriously regretting it, but as the pictures started to complete, I started to love them more, and now I'm really glad I did it, and I do love how they turned out. I mean, you know, you never know until you try, so I am glad that I forced myself and went on ahead and finished this. Ron is probably my favorite. I don't know why. I never thought he would work out so well in the Tangled Adventure style, and yes, I know that he's shorter than Kim, but you can't really tell. For all you know, when she straightens up, she's taller than him. I know she's not, but anyway. But I didn't feel like messing with all that, because that would have been more work, and I was already, and I was already struggling with this, so yeah. But like with the Kim Possible style, this one has very small to no shading. The hardest part was going back and changing the outline colors, because if you notice, there's like just a darker shade of the area they're around. And if I had realized that, if I had studied them a little more before I jumped into this video, I would have put each of the outlines for everything on a different layer, so it would have taken less effort. But I didn't, so I just had to carefully go around each outline and fix it. Here is the completed, who was Ron Stoppable and Kim Possible in the Tangled Adventure style. Overall, I am really glad I did this challenge. I love how they turned out. They work so well in the other style. Who knew? So I will probably be doing more of these if you'd like to see that. Once again, let me know down there. Amanda's still mocking me. And I will see you guys next week, probably. Yeah. Laters.